Still waiting for perfection? You're wasting your time. Are you chasing perfection or progress? Remember, perfection is a myth. Did you read this week's ATD letter? It's too easy, I got you. Another day. It's tempting to believe that success comes from perfecting every move, every call, every tab. But the truth, it's the opposite. Perfection holds you back. What works is continual action. Success comes through consistent effort and iteration over time. You need a system that works for you, not one single flawless effort. And that challenges the mindset, right? The need to win versus the reality of time. So as a father, strategist, consultant, realtor, whatever your lane, right? Sometimes it's easy to fall into the trap. I know I'm guilty of it. And sometimes that need to win at every task, it's the programming that we've made ourselves believe is the equivalent of perfection, right? It equals perfection in results. But society reinforces this, right? So you're supposed to work harder and you'll succeed overnight. But real life doesn't work that way. Time is precious and people want microwave results without putting in the right system. The idea that you can succeed instantly is false and it leads to burnout. So why do you feel like every move needs to be perfect? Because we're conditioned to believe that if we don't get it right immediately, we're failing. This perspective is flawed. It makes us hesitate, doubt ourselves, and ultimately delay our progress. So we need to get a more winning perspective, right? So trust the process, not perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't need to get everything right from the start. You need to start and trust that the thing will evolve. Let me tell you a story. I've experienced this firsthand. So week after week, I go to networking events where I meet like people that are 10 to 15 years my senior in business and their personal life, right? And so one of the things that I've learned is that the steps that I'm taking now, both the wins and the missteps, are the same things they've experienced. When I hear their stories and they tell me about business and I sit and I listen, they tell me about life, I sit and I listen and I soak it up, right? Like overall a big think tank of influential CEOs and business people that have so much business acumen that it's just pouring out of them, oozing out of them. It's beautiful. So one of the things that I've encountered in these experiences is that when they share their wisdom, I can share things as well because I have some different perspectives from technology standpoint, AI, and various things that I've learned that I can introduce them to, and I can apply the concepts to the perspectives they've given me to catapult me pretty much maybe getting in the middle. Maybe I'm not 10 to 15 years caught up, but I'm somewhere in the middle. So the truth is you grow over time. Wealth and success come from consistent action, not from one single perfect execution. So your priorities might be investing, making investments, and building wealth, right? And these prove that the key to success isn't perfection, it's continuous action. So you have to build a system and your flow. So instead of seeking quick wins, focus on steady progress. Real growth, whether financial, personal, or professional, takes time. You don't need more hours in the day. You need to maximize the moments you already have by developing a system and sticking to it. So in the ATD letter this week, I put down some steps and then I gave you 4. So I want you to read. So I'm not going to give you the steps today. Go ahead and check at the bottom. The letter's there. Go ahead and subscribe, totally free, and you can get the rest of the steps on how to actually implement these things. But I did want to give you this. Success comes from not perfect action, right? But from conscious thought multiplied by action. And this leads to manifestation, right? What you put together manifests, is created. So the formula is simple. CTA times A equals manifestation. Now, I just got this concept and I had a different perspective on it prior to hearing Billy Carson explain it. And I'll put the clip here for you to go ahead and watch the video. But we are the master of our abilities. We are creators, right? And so the only way you can create from conscious thought is to take action. And I've said this before, but him putting it into that formula really broke it down, and I wanted to make sure I explained it. So every time you think and you act, you're creating momentum towards your goals. Perfection is a myth, right? And you have to trust the process to maximize your time. So the blueprint for success that I want to give you all is the HED system, and it's down at the bottom, totally free. Go ahead and download it, and it should help you to align your priorities with what you want to do in life. I hope you enjoyed this week's ATD letter. It's all about iteration over time. That's the main goal from this week's newsletter, right? Iteration over time, and don't get so caught up on perfecting anything, right? Because you want to do little drops and little steps in the process. Now, I know that might kind of sound counterproductive, right? Because like I said, everybody wants to be perfect. That's the goal, but that's not the goal. Take that out of here, throw it away. Don't ever say it again, right? You want to strive for perfection, which means you have to just go ahead and take the steps. And if you know that you're going to do something continually, just keep putting in the reps daily. And before you know, if you track the things that you're doing, 5 years from now, 5 days from now, 5 minutes from now, whatever you do, you'll become a master at. So that's it for this week. The road ahead is long and hard. No place for the weak. You must be a warrior. Attack the day.